So, hi dear Aries, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a journal love reading, relationship reading for Aries, singles, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising for the month of April 2026. Please don't try to forcibly fit yourself into the reading. If this is not resonating, definitely 1000% it is not for you. Please don't try to make every general reading your personal reading, honey. Please keep that in mind, okay? And tarot is not for fortune telling. It is just for guidance and telling you your current energy status and what the things that you are not able to see or feel by yourself. For personal reading healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. And for tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass, two links are given below. So let's start. Your current energies regarding your love and relationship area, Aries singles. Your current energies regarding your love and relationship area. Let's see what we have. So we have the Four of Cups and the Queen of Swords and the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. You know, you are very disappointed when it comes to this particular area of your life. You guys are trying to be as rational, as practical as you guys can. You guys are trying your best to keep yourself protected from getting hurt again, or to from getting in in that kind of relationship where all you're going to get is hurt and pain. So there are still a lot of past baggages kind of energies in your current energies. Disappointment, this feeling that you are never going to get the love of your life, this energy of trying to be as practical, as logical, as rational as you can from your side. And then there is regret and or guilt, and this energy of crying over spilled milk, something that you cannot change from your past is still bothering you, still hurting you from deep inside. Bottom of the deck is a Nine of Pentacles. On a deeper level, somehow you guys are feeling relieved, you guys are feeling happy, you guys are feeling like you got your shit together, and single life is much better than being in a wrong relationship. That is what your energies are regarding love and relationship area. On a conscious level, whenever you try to think about it, you guys are disappointed trying to be practical, and there are lots of past packages. And from inside, deep inside, you guys are actually feeling free and independent and feeling like, okay, this is much better than being in a wrong kind of relationship or being in a wrong kind of situation. Let's see regarding a new person, new situation for you guys for this month. Energies for Aries singles, for a new person or new connection or new bond in this month. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. It's like you guys are waiting and watching and hoping for something to happen, and suddenly, out of the blue, somebody is going to enter in your life when you will be least expecting to connect with somebody. Somebody is going to enter in your life. It's going to be quite a magnetic kind of connection. Both of you are going to feel a lot of attraction, lot of pull towards each other, and both of you are going to feel the instant electric kind of bond, electric kind of connection. Now, in simple words, this means that there is going to be lust and attraction kind of energies more than this mutual feeling of, okay, we can work together on something. So there is going to be someone in your life very soon with whom you are going to feel a magnetic kind of pull and magnetic kind of attraction with. Bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. From deep inside, you guys are going to know that this person might not be the one for you, because even if they are going to give you a lot of butterflies in the stomach kind of energy, a lot of pull, a lot of attraction towards you, towards each other, you guys are going to feel like somehow deep down you guys are going to understand that this person might not be the one for you, because the kind of energy they are giving you is not the kind of energy that you want for long term. So I do see a short lived kind of connection, a pull, an attraction or flirting kind of energy with someone, but I don't see stability in this connection. I don't see that long term partnership kind of a deal, okay, in this one. Let's see from the romance oracle cards for this new person, new energy, new bond. We have the worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So this person might not be the one for you. It can be a short-lived kind of a bond. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I think you are going to connect with the right person when the timing is going to be right for you. Till then, the universe might throw some kind of challenges or some kind of those kind of energies to test you, like if you are serious, if you're really serious about something that you want, or you are just wanting to have someone but not preparing for that. Universe doesn't give a shit about test or anything. It's just we human made these kind of stories. But if you are really wanting something long term, something that's going to be with you um, in a stable way, this might not be the one for you. Again, you can call it universe testing you or something, but your manifestation of wanting to have somebody by your side for the long term might get influenced by this situation. If you are going to get involved, definitely you are going to get some kind of chaotic kind of energies. If not, you might pass the test, as you call it, right? Okay, as we humans call it. Let's see what we have, honey, for a past person, past situation that you guys might be still stuck on or waiting for. So we have the King of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. When it comes to the conscious level, we have the King of Swords, Eight of Cups, Three of Cups. You guys are being extremely practical, extremely logical, and extremely cutthroat in the energy of wanting to cut something or someone out of your life, out of your system, walking away, uh, even from the idea of having a friendship kind of a bond with someone from your past. So this is like two people continuing the journey of walking away from each other and not even thinking about reconnecting, because according to them, according to you, this shit is kind of done and there's nothing left in the situation. Even the energy of wanting to have a friendship kind of deal purely is not happening. So I don't think so anybody from your past, that especially that you are stuck on, is coming forward towards you. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. From deep, deep, deep inside, like the energy that you are not very much aware of, you guys want to talk to this person. You guys want to have back and forth communication, see this person face to face. Maybe you want a proper closure, or maybe you want to have communication with them so that you guys can resolve the issues. But on a conscious level, you guys are choosing to walk away from each other. On a deeper level, you guys want to talk. In fact, you guys want to have a lot of communication, back and forth communication. You want to maybe get the closure, get a proper closure here from this person with this energy, within this dynamics, and or just this energy of okay, at least we can talk for the last time, mm, and be friends again, something like that. So I don't see with the person that you guys might be stuck on, this is going to go anywhere. Let's see from the angel oracles, romance angel oracle, the message for this one, the past person, past energy. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay, this card is not going with the message or the main message. I think if you guys are going to get some kind of time to connect with each other, enjoy that time, that is going to be good. But if not, move on and head towards something better, someone better that's actually meant for you. This message is not matching with the main message, so I think we should drop it. Let's see the guidance for you guys, honey, for this month for you guys, for Aries singles. We have the Five of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. You know, from deep inside, you guys know there is this on and off, in and out, full of confusion kind of energy. in like inside of you guys that's kind of stopping you from moving forward. One day you guys are feeling like I'm ready, I'm ready to move forward, I'm ready to jump into a new bond, new connection, then you're holding back, then you're ready, then you're holding back. So you know this situation requires a lot of balance, a lot of thinking, a lot of this energy of what you really want and what you are ready to do for that. So there's imbalance, so you guys have to work for that balance thing on a deeper level. On a conscious level, what you can do from your side is, if you are continuously stressed about something that you cannot change or control or do anything about, take your time. Sometimes just letting things be is a good idea. You guys have to work on this energy of letting your guards down when and good energies, good vibe, good people are entering in your space. You guys are keeping your guards so high, so up, that even if somebody will try to enter in your space, you are going to give them this feeling or this energy of not interested, get out of here. Hmm? And then you are stressing about having somebody by your side. How it is possible? Like, I want a soulmate, but I'm never going to open up to anybody. I'm never going to talk to anybody, but I want a soulmate because I don't want to die alone. Simple, right? But I'm never going to open up to anybody. How is it possible? It's like contradictory things happening, right? So you guys have to work on letting your guards down slowly but surely, and like balance your energies from inside. Talk to yourself. What are you ready for a relationship? Are you really ready for a relationship? What kind of relationship you want, and what you are ready to do from your side in order to go in that direction and open up fully to the idea of being in a relationship. Otherwise, it's going to continue like a shit show, and you guys are going to be stuck in a loop. Up to you now what you're going to do about it. Let's see the final message for you guys for the situation. Chemistry, there's strong magnetic attraction here. I'm telling you, there's a new person, new energy. It can be like you having one-sided attraction or pull towards someone, right? So instead of taking it as a negative thing, instead of taking it as like bullshit, I don't want to be in this kind of connection, I don't want to fall for this kind of trap again. Understand, this is basic human nature, this is chemistry, this is biology, right? This is hormonal thing. It's not about love or butterflies in the stomach is something like, oh my god, magical happening. It's just our hormones, it's just our like biology and chemistry creating these kind of energies, and it's very human, right? Instead of focusing too much on things that you cannot change or control, try to understand that why it is happening, why you are getting so attracted to anyone. Maybe physical attraction, it's just normal thing. So instead of trying to make it a big deal, understand that this is human nature, and try to let this pass. Let this phase pass if you don't want to be in this kind of uh, dynamics. And if you are open to the idea of having like just fun with someone and not looking for something serious, maybe you can go ahead and test the waters here. Completely up to you, right? There is going to be strong magnetic attraction from your side towards others, or the vice versa, or maybe both of you. But I don't think so it's a you know long term kind of a thing, so you guys have to think about that. Okay, cool. So thank you so much for tuning in, Aries. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye, take care, may existence bless you. Namaste.